Good morning, viewers. Here you can see, here in this newly designed studio of Crane Memorial High School, Gaya, we have some chosen Craneites who have gathered to debate. And we know, as a citizen of a democratic country, debate is the soul of democracy. It is through debate that we legislate. It is through debate that we are able to see the truth of any debatable issue. So, today, these chosen Craneites have gathered to debate, and the proposition of the debate is homeschooling is better than physical schooling. Now, I would request my panelists of this debating session to introduce themselves and clarify their stand whether they are speaking for the motion or against the motion.
Good afternoon to respected teachers and all the debaters. I am Gungun Gupta of class 9 and I am going to express my points in favor of the motion. That is, homeschooling is better than physical school.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Today I will speak in the favor of the topic, homeschooling is better than physical schooling.
Respected teachers and worthy opponents, good afternoon to all of you. I, Adarsh Kumar, is going to express my views in favor of the motion, homeschooling is better than physical schooling.
Respected teachers and the worthy audience, good afternoon to all of you. My name is Varsha Agrawal and I am speaking against the motion.
Good morning to my teachers and my friends. I am Happy Kumar and I am going to speak against the motion on the topic homeschooling is better than physical school.
Good morning to everyone present here. I am Avneet Sharma and I am going to be against the motion that is homeschooling is better than physical schooling.
Thank you to all the panelists for introducing themselves and clarifying their stand. Now, before we begin this debating session, let me make aware all my panelists about the rule within the purview of which they would be debating. So, this debating session will consist of 3 rounds: opinion round, rebuttaling round, and the 3rd round will be conclusion round. In opinion round, each panelist will get a maximum time of 3 minutes to express their opinion. And the opinion round will begin with the speakers speaking for the motion, expressing their opinion. And once they are through with their opinion, it will be the turn of the panelists speaking against the motion to express their opinion. And then we will move on to the 2nd round, that is rebuttaling round. For rebuttaling round, we will begin with the speakers from against the motion, rebuttaling. And each speaker will get maximum time of 1 minute to rebuttal. And its reply will also be given in another 1 minute. And as you can see, there are 6 panelists, so there will be 6 rebuttals and it's 6 replies. Once the rebuttaling round is over, we will go to the conclusion round. In conclusion round, one panelist from each group will be giving their conclusion in a given time of 2 minutes each. So, let the Craneites debate.
In the present scenario, all the schools, colleges and universities have been closed for the past few months. And then there was only one alternative which has helped us to continue our education, and that is online learning. We also call it as homeschooling. In my opinion, homeschooling is much better than physical schooling, as it is time saving. We need not to waste our time in going and coming back to school or in traffic. And yes, we can use that time in yoga, exercise, or we can spend this precious time with our family. Second, it is money saving. As if you have a smartphone, then it would cost you less than 200 rupees per month to get internet connection. Then it provides us a lot of options like various learning apps, for example, Vedantu, Byju's, etc. Due to homeschooling, the use of various transportation has decreased, which has reduced the pollution to a great level. Homeschooling is not only helping us to complete our syllabus, but it also helping us to increase our intelligence in the field of technology and automation. Homeschooling is quite engrossing as we get to learn through interesting videos and pictures, which really fascinates us and also increases our interest towards studies. Homeschooling is also not affected by any kind of problems like extreme weather conditions or any sort of government strikes. Homeschooling is also helping us as it is energy saving, and it also saves us from various infectious diseases. Homeschooling is a great instance of new beginning and has also prompted us with a lot of new experiences like virtual interaction with teachers, online examinations, online ASLs, then online practical classes, etc. Thank you.
Homeschooling is the education of children at home or places other than a school. It uses less formal and more personalized methods of learning. It involves around courses offered by the institutions that are 100% virtual. As the theories of distance education evolve digital technologies to support learning, and pedagogy continue to transform as well. Given the improvements in delivery methods, online learning offers a variety of perspectives on course content. It provides much more flexibility than the physical classroom settings. Home is the first place for learning the values of life. Nothing can take place of our home in rearing and teaching the children. Moreover, the main aim of homeschooling is not only making the children understand and memorize the lessons, but also to explore through their mind and creativity. Homeschooling helps us in becoming more self-reliant, confident, and self-disciplined. Homeschooling provides us the opportunity to focus on the subjects in which we lack attention. It even saves our transportation costs, and school hours can actually be shortened. It promotes healthier parent-child relationships. That's all.
Today our world is going through a severe pandemic, that is, we all know, COVID-19. In this, the students have suffered a great loss in their studies because the schools, colleges and universities have shut down completely. But an alternative is helping in reducing this impact, which is we call today as homeschooling or online learning. Homeschooling means gaining education at home or other places rather than going to school. Homeschooling is much better than physical schooling as it is time saving and energy saving. It helps children interact with their parents because they have much time left with them. It reduces pollution level in the places because transport is reduced. And
So just now we have seen that the panelists speaking for the motion have expressed their opinion, and they have come up with some very strong points in favor of homeschooling, such as homeschooling is time saving and students can study in the safe walls of their home. So now it's time for the panelists speaking against the motion to express their opinion. Yes, the panelists speaking against the motion will express their opinion.
Education is not provided just by sitting in front of screens. It is provided when we come out in real life and seek it. Homeschooling as a supplementary tool for unavoidable circumstances like the present pandemic situation is quite remarkable, but counting it as a substitute for traditional classroom learning is not agreeable. One aspect of this is that school life. School life is one of the most memorable moments in our life. We come to school, we make friends, and we still spend quality time with them. Even when we grow up, we still remember those precious moments that we spent with our teachers and friends. That social space is precious, and one cannot even imagine to take that cherished moments from us. Another aspect is that home isn't the same for everyone. There are many young people out there with no facility at their homes. Young minds are quite sensitive to peer assessment. Many young people consider the time spent on school as a relief from the personal realities of their unpleasant lives. Well, homeschooling does not factor these. According to a survey by student body AISA, All India Students Association, 72.2% of students of Delhi University could not access online classes because of poor connectivity. We might have noticed this in our everyday lives also. Sometimes we face so poor internet connection that it becomes hard for us to even join classes. Even if we join the class, we just hope somehow to cling towards the end of the class. In this case, students join classes either out of fear of their parents or teachers or just to get attendance. In the middle of all of these, the real learning process is somewhere lost. Though some people have easy access to good internet connection and electronic gadgets, this is not the case with the people struggling.
Schools are communities that not only provide collective learning but also encourage sports and extra co-curricular activities. Such activities serve as a utility in the development of societal values into the next generation. But homeschool children may not get that much opportunity to interact with other children as compared to the students who attend regular schools. Forming bonds and socializing with friends is an important aspect of development of their mental health and social skills. But if homeschooled, they may be deprived of the chance to make friendship or may suffer socially. So in future, they may face problems to cope up with the society. Secondly, I would like to say that children are in a process of discovering their talents during their school years. It may be music, science, literature, art, and many more. For example, a student is good in art and gets appreciation from his friends and teachers for his drawing. This will motivate him, and in future he may become a good artist. But homeschooling doesn't provide that opportunity, and they are confined with only notebooks. Thus, we find that homeschooling doesn't provide career options in fields other than that of study. Lastly, I would like to say that schools provide an atmosphere where every student is confined with a feeling of competition to score better than others. This feeling motivates or compels them to work harder. But homeschool children are not so lucky, so they lag behind in many competitive exams. Now, keeping these points in mind, I can say that homeschooling is not a good substitution for traditional physical schooling. Thank you.
In the unprecedented time of COVID-19, there is a very big debate going over the worthiness of homeschooling. And here are some of the points which I would like to present that would favor the process of physical schooling rather than homeschooling. First of all, there are better learning facilities at school. In the school, there are highly developed laboratories, libraries, information technology labs. But we find that the per capita income of India is only rupees 1,35,000 per year. And how can parents with such low capita income can they provide their children laboratory equipments to give them practical knowledge? And it would have a dire consequence on their children, and it would affect them significantly. My second point would be expert teaching. In expert teaching, there is only a literacy rate of 77.7% in India. And how can the people who are illiterate teach their students? And there are 23% people in India illiterate. And if we find or do a simple mathematical calculation, we will find that about 300 million people of India are illiterate. And so parents play a very key role in determining the education in homeschooling. And in schools, rather, there are very expert teachers who are expert in their own fields, and they teach the students with a good and they impart very better knowledge. And we also know that mediocrity has never known anything higher than itself, but talent instantly recognizes the genius. And another argument may be made that students can learn from various other sites in homeschooling like Byju's, Vedantu, Unacademy. But I would like to state that they do not provide free education, but they rather charge money for it. For example, I can tell the facts that rupees 2,966 is charged by Vedantu for just 4 subjects and for 1 month. Byju's charges rupees 69,000 for class 11. So how can we say that they do not charge money and it is very cost efficient? And the point of cost efficiency of homeschooling vanishes into thin air. Another point may be made that the subjects like math, science and social are not important, but rather with these subjects, moral values, discipline and other health factors are also important. And education is not just giving knowledge of maths and science, but it rather consists of a series of lessons with the greatest for the last, and it never ends and it continues for whole life and people learn for whole life. And my last factor, which is a very important factor of homeschooling, which is very bad factor on the health of the students, because the children who are homeschooled, they spend a lot of time in front of electrical gadgets, and these electrical gadgets are very much devastating for the eyes of the student. About 85% of the students have mobile phones and they use mobile phones for study. So we can imagine the extent and the time duration for which their eyes are focused and they gaze on the mobile phones. Also, there is a very big problem growing among the children. That is the problem of obesity. They sit in front of computers and they just read from screens and other videos, but they do not go anywhere for practical and for physical education. This is a very important role. It is a very good point in favor of physical schooling, where the children go to places and they have some physical education, they do some exercises and they have some games and sports. There are some extracurricular activities, and I think that homeschooling is an impossible proposition, but its supporters, homeschooling supporters, may find physical schooling a very improbable and not durable one. But we have a very famous quote from the well-known detective Sherlock Holmes, that when we have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Thank you.
Yeah, so we can see the panelists speaking against the motion have expressed their opinion, and they have shown that how campus learning is very important, and they have shown that classroom learning is true learning, and they have also shown that this home learning which takes place by way of online teaching is not at all cost effective. It is very costly. Now so I can see that this debate is equally poised. Now it's time to rebuttal. So the rebuttaling will begin from one of the panelists against the motion, coming up with their point to rebuttal. Yes.
I would like to contradict one of my opponents, Gungun, who said that if we stay at home, we get more family time. But I don't think that is true. Because not all students are comfortable at their homes. There are many people who feel more uncomfortable and pressurized under their parents. And the cases of physical abuse are increasing day to day. And that is also a major problem in today's society. So we cannot say that it is necessary that all students will spend quality time with their parents at home. But when they will come to school, they can confide in their parents and teachers who can help them to cope up with such a situation.
Varsha, I think that, why do you think that they feel pressurized when they are at home?
I I think they feel pressurized at their home because their parents will tell them to study all the time, and even if they will do things according to their wish, but they will be told by their parents to do some things that they don't want to do, involved in subjects that they don't like, or if they are in the school, they are only responsible to their teachers, and at homes they give equal time to their parents. But if they are only at their homes, they cannot even they are not only responsible to their teachers, but they are responsible to their parents all the time.
I don't think so, because when we come to school, we continuously study, and when we go back home, then we waste our most of the time in tuitions, then doing homeworks, and we don't get time to interact with our parents.
No, if we really want to spend time with our parents, we can find time. When we do dinner or we go for home for lunch, we can talk to them. We can spend quality time with them. It is not necessary that we don't get any time with our parents. In schools, we get homework so that we can learn if today my teacher has taught me that a lesson, he has given me homework from that topic, and I will learn that topic more efficiently. So they give homework. Homeworks don't waste our time, but they make our time more efficient. Instead of playing video games or streaming any online platform, so I think that quality time with family can be spent without homeschooling also.
You told about video games and other things. So I think studying all the time is not good also, because we also need some rest, and we also need some entertainment in our life.
Yes, we need entertainment in our life, but that can be done at school also. In school, we are given special PE classes. There are many sports. We can go in the evening at school and play various sports at the school, which help us in physically active. They make us physically active. Mental games are also there which boost our mentality. And there are many things in school as well as our home. Yes, we can take time for entertainment also, but it is not necessary that only if we are at our home, then we can do this. If we are also in the school, we can do that also.
Okay, I agree, but you just told that we can interact with our parents at the dinner time. But it affects, but if parents are very busy, like office timing are sometimes very late, or when they come when we have already gone to school.
I think for those people who are precious for us, we can spend time with them, and we will take out time for them.
Yes, so you can see this debate is going on endless, but now it's time for one of the panelists for the motion to rebut it.
One of my opponents said that when we come to school, we are disciplined. I want to ask, what is discipline? Coming to school in dirty uniforms, getting scolded by the teacher, going home and shouting at your mother that why you didn't wash my clothes, and then the another day wearing clean clothes and come to school.
Well, I just don't agree with the other panelists, because coming to school makes us disciplined, and because when we are scolded, then we learn not to make mistakes in our life further again. And when teachers tell us, then it will be a very good thing for us. And coming in dirty uniforms, there are many reasons why, and there are many mental situations why children may come in dirty uniforms, because there might not be any person who is caring for him at home, or because his parents has gone anywhere, so teachers can confide in them, and then they can teach, and then they can tell him how to cope up with such mental situations, and they will tell him how to do well in such things, and how to just manage everything or any problems at home.
As I heard you said that we need parents so that we can wear clean clothes. So if parents are not at home, you will wear dirty clothes, right?
No, if parents are not at home, then we will learn how to use other machines like washing machines. They are also at home, and children must learn how to wash their own clothes, and they will learn day by day, because they cannot learn just one, because Rome was not built in a day. It took time to do anything, and it will take time for children to learn.
Everyone can't afford washing machines, so
everyone can't afford washing machine, then he will not use it. He will just simply know how to wash the clothes in tub and water, then he will learn it. That's simply my point. I am just stating it.
So as you can see, this rebuttaling round is going alternatively. Now it's time for the panelists against the motion to rebuttal with their point.
One of my friends said that homeschooling is economically beneficial, but this fact doesn't sound logical to me because homeschooling requires a parent to stay at home. And if a parent were to balance job with homeschooling, then I question how efficiently he would have taught them. Balancing this homeschooling as well as job.
Homeschooling is economically efficient because the devices come at a very low cost, and if the men are also doing jobs at a very low wage, they could also afford. And also government schemes have been launched which are sponsoring mobiles, laptops and other gadgets, and they have also set up donation centers in which richer people could donate their old gadgets for the poor people to afford education.
Well, I'm not talking about the gadgets only, but it requires a parent to stay at home.
Mostly students know how to operate gadgets, so this is not the point.
You're not getting my point. I'm not telling about any gadgets. I'm telling that it requires a parent to stay at home.
Children are mature enough to be at home alone if the parents are going for jobs.
But if only online subscriptions.
For example, you said that gadgets are not the only thing that one would require for study. A parent needs to be at home to supervise his child in studies. What would you answer to that?
This is not so that all the time parents are outside for jobs. They are sometimes at home also. So at that time they could supervise their children how to do studies and what not to do.
Well, I would like to say that about 350 million people of India are middle class, and how can middle class manage to teach their student just coming from work for 8 to 12 hours, coming from office, and then how can they start teaching it, because they also have a limited energy power. How can they do this?
Okay, I agree with that point, but if parents are not available, then there are many free sites also through which students could study, and they could also supervise, and there are many motivational videos available on their site, so they could also supervise the students.
Then the point of gadgets come, and what about the time spent on the gadgets? Because the increasing time will also harm their eyes, and they cannot just be in front of the gadgets all the time for 24 hours.
Okay, then they could take breaks between their study and watching other sites. They could take breaks.
And what about the education platforms which you have recently said? I just before stated the fact that they are requiring premium subscriptions. They are only just providing free trials for 7 or 8 days, and they do not just give free trials.
They take charges just for live classes, not for others. If you want to take live classes, then only you need subscription. Otherwise, the videos comes on YouTube.
And the videos comes on YouTube, but where is the interaction between teachers and students? Because if you don't get live classes, then there will be no interaction between teachers and students. So it can't be possible that students will understand everything on the video, and he needs to ask.
We can interact in online classes like which we attend by our school teachers.
Then the online class must require some subscriptions, because then also it will be a type of live classes, because they will require subscriptions.
Now it's time for the panelists for the motion to rebuttal. Yes? Anyone?
One of my opponents said that competition is good. But is competition always good?
When we compete, we do better. We work harder to score better.
But sometimes competition has a negative side also.
Then, can you explain it?
Of course, when the competition is not correctly followed or the rules are not correctly followed and someone loses, then it might affect their self-esteem, their will.
But it also gives them a moral that they should work harder so they could do better.
That's fine, but what if someone loses and someone wins by using some cheating and like that?
First, in every school, it is not like a virtual classes in which we could cheat easily. There are invigilators in school examinations, which guard us.
By cheating, they can bring marks, nothing else.
First, the idea of cheating in normal traditional schools, it is not possible.
It's possible, I have seen.
Well, the idea of cheating, which you just before said, I would like to say that is there no cheating in homeschooling? Because there is no competition. Then what? If they will go to any other competitive exams, then there must be some motivation for them. Because if students are before the exams, they are ready to face anything and they get motivation. If they just lose, then they will hope that they will work even much harder. And many a times there are students which study only because of competition, because they see that their friends are getting much higher marks, then they will study much harder.
In my opinion, if someone wants to study, then no one can stop him or no one can push him that you should study. If someone wants to study, they can study. And I didn't tell that in homeschooling cheating is not done. I am telling that everywhere cheating is done, but they can bring marks by cheating, nothing else.
Yes, about marks is not only important, knowledge is also important, and knowledge, we can get extra knowledge from our teachers, because because many parents are not illiterate. I have just before told that there are 23% illiterate people in India, and how can illiterate parents teach their child? This is a very major point. And how can homeschooling sustain in this developing country like ours? So what is the measure which parents can take to just teach their child?
Homeschooling.
That's what I'm telling, that homeschooling is not possible in such cases. And homeschooling is not even necessary for teaching the child.
So viewers, you can see that how this debate is showing us the truth of homeschooling and physical schooling. Now I think it's time to go to the third round, that is conclusion round. So I would request one of the panelists from that bench for the motion coming with their conclusion, and then it will turn of the panelists against the motion to come up with their conclusion. Thank you.
At last, I would like to say that homeschooling is a great substitution of classroom learning, as it has supported many students to get education even in this pandemic situation. And in short, it was just like a tiny straw for the drowning students. Thank you.
Well, I would like to say that desperate things call for desperate measures, and this type of pandemic will not last for just a whole era and whole lifetime. And there will be some time when vaccine will be developed. There are many vaccines going on in this state. But after the vaccine, the best way of educating a child will be not homeschooling, but it will be rather physical schooling. And physical schooling is very much better, and it is just possible because there are expert teachers in school, and they guide the children through any difficulty which he or she faces. Thank you.
So viewers, you can see that how these Cranites have debated, and they have given enough food for thought for all of us to think which one is better, homeschooling or physical schooling. But we all know that all of us are waiting for the school to open, and all of us want to go back to classroom teaching, isn't it? Thank you. From Crane Studio, Gaya.